Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a look at functions. So this is going to be part one of this series of videos on functions. I'm just going to start off by looking at some of the basics and what does it actually mean when I say function. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is this idea of if you have an input, you do something to it and you get an output. Okay, so when we're doing something to it, this is what we call the function. And it's written like this, so it's the function and in brackets x, and it can also be written like this, so f of x equals 2x plus 3. So we're saying that the 2x plus 3, this is our function. So when I input x, so when I'm inputting x into the function, all I'm doing is substituting x into this expression here, and obviously the output will be whatever I get. So a couple of very basic ones here. If x is 1, I'm going to input 1 into this. So it'll be 2 times 1. Because if you put a bracket around the x, I'm just substituting in 1 into that bracket. So 2 times 1 plus 3. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5. So I'm just inputting a value for x into this expression, and it's spitting out the output of 5. So let's do the same thing this time. If I input 2, so 2 times, this time x becomes 2, and again I plus 3, so 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. And then if I was to input 3, 2 times 3 plus 3 will be what it need to work out. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So functions is just what you do to an input to get an output. So we're going to have a look at a few different examples here. So in this case here, I'm told the function here is 4x minus 1. So again, if I just put a little bracket around the x, it means I'm doing 4 times x, take away 1. So let's have a look. If I put 3, or input 3 into this function, what do I get? Well, let's have a look. 4 times, and again, 3 is what I've inputted in for x, and then take away 1. Well, 4 times 3 is 12, take away 1, give me 11. So 12, take away 1, equals 11. So the answer there, the output, is 11. Same thing for this one. If I'm going to input 7, I'm going to have 4 times the input of 7, take away 1. So 4 times 7, 28, take away 1, leaves me with 27. And last but not least, if I input minus 2 into this function, 4 times minus 2, take away 1. Well, 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. Take away another 1. Well, 8, take away 1, leaves me with minus 9. So all I'm doing is inputting these values into this function. Sometimes don't use f. Sometimes they say this function of g of x. This time I've got 7 minus 2x. So again, I'm just going to stick a bracket around my x's because that's what I'm going to input my values to. So let's go with this one. G, I'm going to input 2 into the function of g. So that's going to be 7 minus 2 times 2, which is 7 minus 4, which of course gives me 3. This one here, I'm now going to input 5 into the function g of x. So let's do that. 7 minus 2 times 5, which is the input. So 7 minus, well, 2 times 5 is 10. 7 take away 10 is minus 3. And last one here, I'm going to input minus 3 into that. So 7 take away 2 times minus 3. So 7, take away, well, 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. This is why you should always write it out, because when you spot things like this, 7, take away minus 6. When you take away a negative, it turns to an add. So you'll have the answer of 13. So that's basic functions. You put an input into the function and you get an output. They do get a little bit more tasty when you have something like this. Okay, so you have g, h, and you're inputting 3. So here's the function of g of x, and here's the function h of x. So what this means is that first of all you have to put 3 into the function of h, put 3 into this, get an answer. Whatever the answer is, you then put it into g and get your final answer. So let's go about doing that. Let's put 3 into h. I'm just going to put my brackets around each of these x's. So I'm going to put 3 into here. So I'm going to have, let's write it over here, 3 squared minus 4. So of course 3 squared is 9, and then obviously take away the 4, which will give me 5. So when I put 3 into h, I get the answer of 5. Once I've got this answer, I now put this answer into g. So here's me putting it into g. 3 times, and then I need to put the 5 into there, plus 1, which will be 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 gives me the answer of 16. So the actual answer there is 16. Same thing for this one. You put minus 2, but this time into g first. So minus 2 into g, you get an answer, put that answer into h. So let's put that in there. Let's put minus 2 into g. So g is this one here, so 3 times bracket minus 2 plus 1. So 3 times minus 2 gives me minus 6 plus 1, which will obviously give me minus 5. So once I've done that, I now put minus 5 into h. So let's do that. So h of minus 5, bracket minus 5 squared, take away 4. Well, minus 5 squared, so minus 5 times minus 5, and minus times a minus is a positive, so that's 25, take away 4, which of course gives me 21. So my answer there would be 21. And last but not least, let's have a go at this one here. So I'm going to put 0 into h first, get an answer, then put that answer into g. So h of 0 be 0 squared minus 4, which will obviously be minus 4, because 0 squared is 0, take away 4 is minus 4. Then I can put minus 4 into g. So 3 times minus 4 plus 1, that'll give me minus 12 plus 1, which is minus 11, which is your final answer there, minus 11. Okay, so that's the very basics of functions. So definitely watch this video before watching any of the other ones that I'm going to do, and hopefully that helps. Cheers, guys.